Sandveil's the only ability to them.
Yeah, but they did.
Actually, I've changed the scripts, so you can use Sandveil Garchomp, but you can't use it with Sandstream.
All right. Well, that's good news.
That
I'm gonna
allows
start.
people to use Stealth Rock or Aqua Tail or whatever move they were trying to get that they can't get with Dream World.
Yeah. We also have a banned ability combo that most people that come on the server. It's usually their main point of argument that we're stupid. That we have Sandveil with Sandstream is banned, and Snow Cloak with Hail is also Snow Warning is also banned. I don't know about you guys, but Sandveil Gliscor usually rapes my shit pretty good.
Yeah, and wow, I was about to say Salamence. Garchomp. Salamence does rape shit. Garchomp with one miss is just terrible.
If you set it up right, you have 4 subs and a 1 in 5 chance of getting missed on. So
Yeah. And with leftovers, you can sometimes make 5 subs, depending on...
And then you just hope they miss, and then set up a Swords Dance, and GG.
And even the Scarf set with Sandveil, that miss still hurts when it happens.
Yeah, I know. I had one that had like 12... I had one that had like 12 HP left, so I sent out Caesar to Bullet Punch, and it misses, of course. Why the fuck wouldn't it?
Fire Fang!
It was blocked into Earthquake, but I'd already been using Caesar to teach this guy how to play Pokemon. But yeah, so
And Snow Warning, Snow Cloak is a little bit more controversial. But I've faced enough Frostlasses by enough people named Kratos.
Yeah, we only banned that pretty much for the sake of symmetry. I don't think there's really that many Snow Cloak abusers.
Yeah. What's the other one? Mamoswine.
Yeah. Mamoswine has better abilities to be using.
Well, yeah, but it's if you give it heat proof or thick fat. If you give it thick fat, it can't learn Stealth Rock or Superpower.
It also can't learn Ice Shard.
Or Ice Shard. Yeah, so really you're better off with Snow Cloak on that. But I think it gets some other ability too that's just lame.
Oblivious.
Oblivious.
It gets oblivious.
So Pokemon can be asexual.
Yeah, our tiers were recently shifted around quite a bit and then shifted back. We can talk about that later, though.
I actually think they should make it so Pokemon with Oblivious can't breed.
I don't love you, but I'm totally willing to have your babies.
I mean, if you put a female Pokemon with Oblivious and it has an egg, that basically means it was raped. You're sending your Pokemon to get raped.
Ditto is a fantastic rapist, by the way. Yeah, so I guess we should move on to our new client.
So new it's not released or made yet.
But yeah, we are theoretically making a client.
Yes, it will just be called the Pokemon Online Breakdown Edition.
And for the time being, we have 2 major changes in
mind. I think your mic's cutting out. Well, I'll continue while you try to fix your mic. We'll be attempting to add Shadow Pokemon and our own Cat Pokemon. They won't be...
Yes.
You're back. They won't be in Standard, of course. They will have their own tiers. And they'll be all allowed in Challenge Cup, because it's Challenge Cup, who cares?
Right now, Shadow Pokemon threat list, Marowak, actually, is probably the most broken Shadow Pokemon.
Yeah, it gets Iron Head, or Rock Head, right?
Yes.
So it's massive attack, which is like 600 or something.
Yeah, you give Marowak a Thick Club, and then you give it the Shadow move Shadow End, which is 120 base power. It has 60% accuracy, but that's fixable.
Yes, with Hone Claws boost, which it can get from a friendly neighborhood Ninja, Ninjask.
Baton Pass Ninja. Baton Pass Ninja would be awesome.
Well, Shedinja can get Baton Pass, it just can't get anything with it to pass to things.
It gets Home Claws.
Yeah, but it can only get that if it evolves while that's the top move on its slaw, which is the same way it can get Baton Pass.
Oh, weird.
So it can only have one or the other. No, it's not the top move on its slaw, it's if it learned that move on the level that it evolved.
Really weird. But, so yeah, you can get those Home Claws boosts, and then Shadow End, being a Shadow move, has a really weird type modifier. It is super effective against everything but Shadow Pokemon, and is not very effective against Shadow Pokemon. So basically, just take that 120 and multiply it by 2 for every Pokemon that you hit, and then add in that it has 600 attack, plus the Home Claws boost.
Yeah, so the cookie cutter Shadow Pokemon team is going to be Ninjask, Shadow Marowak, Shadow Fortress.
Shadow Fortress can learn to spin, can't it?
I think it can, but that's really not... You don't want to try to kill it with Rapid Spin. Actually, they might need to run Tornadus just to get Priority Toxic on it.
You want to be able to spin so you can get Ninjask in safe, though. Unless you want to lead with it.
Oh yeah, I was talking about Fortress to actually tank Marowak.
Oh, Fortress to tank Marowak.
But it'll also be good for the spinning.
We're gonna have to work... We can't probably do this the way the game's set without being kind of lame and really weird. We'll have to work on that. Balancing Shadow Tier is going to be a top priority later on.
Yes. See, it was more of a thing that we were inspired to do by someone who came on when we were called Relgam Tower, because there's Shadow Pokemon in the real Relgam Tower, and he said, "How do I use Shadow Pokemon?" I was like, "You idiot! There are no Shadow Pokemon."
But there definitely could be.
So that user will be credited, except I don't remember his name.
Me either.
And plus, anyone could have came up with that idea.
But we will hopefully be the first server to have Shadow Pokemon.
Yes,
I don't know how...
Unless announcing it now, someone else is like, "Oh my gosh, I can beat them to it."
But yeah, after Invalid goes and does this 1.7 gigabyte download,
then I'll be able to learn how to do it, and then we'll see if I can do it.
And also we'll be renaming Dragonite to Fragonite, so look forward to that.
Actually, I checked with the Fragonite thing.
Yeah?
You would have to have a modified client for it to show up as Fragonite. The server actually doesn't change the name.
Well, yeah, but we're going to have everybody on Breakdown download the client anyway.
We're going to have them on the client anyway.
But,
on my own personal client, I have all kinds of funny nicknames for Pokemon, like any Reuniclus that comes out, I change the name of them to Kisses. So it says, the opponent sent out Reuniclus, and then in parentheses it says, Kisses.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It thinks their name is Kisses, but they're nicknamed Reuniclus.
Okay, so our other tier that we're gonna implement is create a Pokemon, and we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it small gun style, because we'd have 3 people working on it, and then the new Pokemon would come out, and everybody would be like, but that's not fair.
Yes, so we're just going to have a submission process where all you do is submit, and you have to have every bit of information about the Pokemon. We'll vote on it, and we can probably have a little bit of debate on it, but we're not going to go through the whole process of creating it from scratch as a team.
Right now, a lot of our main Pokemon ideas, some of them are silly and some of them rock. Like, Invalid wants it's a ghost type with rapid spin and magic bounce, right?
Yeah. it not only stops your opponent from setting up rocks, it also or setting up hazards at all, unless their name is Rampardos. It also stops them from spinning, and it also stops and you can spin them. So broken.
And then I want a rapid spin that is the type besides normal.
And also not fighting, because that would ruin the whole point.
It has to be a resistible type, but resisted by something besides ghost, unless their name is Barungalu or Jellicent.
Or Chandelure.
We could make it a water type, but then it would also be stopped by the premier spin blocker in OU. And then we could go ahead and make it fire type, which would be more fun.
Yeah. And that would make spin block boosting Chandelure, which would be neat.
I hope this Pokemon can run both rapid spins.
Yeah, Pokemon with both rapid spins would be annoying. Oh, its name would be Smeargle, I just remembered.
Oh yeah, that's right. Any move we create can automatically be learned by Smeargle. I guess we're not gonna put in that 100 base power partial trapping tri-attack, are we?
Well, I don't think Smeargle would be necessarily broken with it. Maybe we could make it so only Smeargle and Spindo learn it.
Yeah, the first stupid idea that I had was this was kind of a combo stupid idea, actually.
Yeah, it just started off as something reasonable, but then I added to it.
We wanted to make a partial trapping move with hacks, and then it became a partial trapping tri-attack with 100 base power.
You know,
and it also
actually, I'm sorry.
It also does rapid spin.
I could actually, without modifying the client, edit the move Mud Slap so it does that, and then we could test it.
I would enjoy that. So yeah, look forward.
And by test, I mean abuse.
Look forward to that test, guys. You guys don't know nothing about my Mudkips.
Almost everything gets Mud Slap, so.
You guys don't know nothing about my Terrakion.
Like, Mud Slap, are you stupid? Wait, how's it super effective against my Jellicent?
Okay, we'll move on to our next topic, which is a Team Hentai plug.
And does that mean we're plugging our site? Not
yes.
our site, but might as well be.
We don't run it, but as far as you're concerned, we do. Gelborough.com, which is spelled GELBOORUD.com.
D-O-T.
But it is the hentai site that is used by Rules Channel.
Yes.
Our personal 18 or older channel.
Yes.
Which is it's not about rules.
Don't worry, we will tell you the rules no matter how old you are. You just can't go to Rules Channel.
By entering Rules Channel, you agree to be 18 or older. Even though I invented Rules Channel with my friends when I was 16.
Yes. But for legal purposes, you were 18.
Rules Channel was actually a really funny story. A bunch of us guys were in a Skype convo. Invalid and myself and some other dudes. NPC was there and Cookies was there.
Vulcan was there, I think.
Yeah, and Vulcan was there, that's right. And so we were all posting Gelbro links back and forth because I showed everybody the website. And having a good time with it. Some of us posted web pictures from an artist named Hyun, who you guys might become acquainted with if you start going on Jailbrew. Just search Hyun artist. I promise it's fun. But so we were doing all of that, and then Invalid edited the rules on the forums to say that we could post porn in the porn channel.
Yeah.
And so we made the porn channel, Hey, can you still hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
And we made the porn channel, and we went in there, and we were exchanging links, and then somebody told NASCAR we existed.
Well, before that, we had the issue with Astark.
Oh, what? Oh, did Astar came in, right?
Yeah, he came in and we all scattered.
Yeah, it was like we were a bunch of teenagers sampling beer at a party. We just were, book it, guys.